Hi everyone and welcome to another multi-photo Monday layout. And before I go any further, I'd like to apologize for that dark shadow towards the top left of the video. My camera was not situated properly and that shadow will be there throughout this video, but it does not affect how much of the layout you'll be able to see. So back to the photos and the layout. Each week you will get 5 multi-photo layouts, and each layout will be using 2 or more photos. So today I'll show you one layout, and then you can go over to the other 4 ladies and check out what they have created for you guys today. So we have Laura, Dolly, and Lisa, and our guest this week will be Tuesday. So be sure to visit those ladies and I will post their links down below. So here you can see I grabbed some pattern paper from a Paige Evans paper pad, as well as this white cardstock, and I will be using that white cardstock as my background today. Right now I just grabbed my texture paste, which I'm going to use with that heart stencil, and add a little bit of mixed media to my layout. Now, a little tip: if you're using texture paste, any kind of paste or stencil, there is the risk of getting some smudging once you realign your stencil. But if you go ahead and let it dry or use a heating tool to help it dry, like I am right now, it will help it, not smudge once you add that stencil back to that same area. So I wanted to mat my white cardstock on this pattern paper from that Paige Evans paper pad. And if you would like any information about any of the items that I used today, go ahead and comment below, and I will also post links to some of the items as well in the description box. So here I'm just cutting off about a 1/4 inch off each side of the white cardstock, and before I adhere it to the background, to that pattern paper actually, I will go ahead and distress the edges. Now while I was distressing the edges, I did tear into the paper on accident in 2 spots. So to cover up that little accident, I will go ahead and just tear off pieces of the white cardstock as part of my design. So I added my title. It says currently reading, and the word currently is a puffy word sticker from a Pink First Studios sticker sheet. The word reading, I used some foam thickers for that. And next I added actually 3 kites, and those are from a Paige Evans Turn the Page collection. So now I'm just using that very fine tip pen to add some trails to the kites. Once I'm done doing that, I will begin working on my embellishing. So these are photos of my daughter reading to her nephew, my grandson, and he's just a few days old in these photos, and she's about 7. She's now 13. And she probably won't be too happy that I'm putting this on YouTube because, as you can see, her 2 front teeth are missing in these photos. So her smile was just a little goofy, but I think it's kind of cute, and hopefully she won't be too angry. And as you can see, if you look closely, her reading did help because in one of the photos he is fast asleep. So some of these puffy hearts and stars will be moved later on in the layout, as you'll see. Now I'll just go ahead and ink the edges of my white cardstock using the Oxide Ink pad in the color Fire Brick. So now I'm just adding a few word phrases all around my layout using a sticker sheet from Pink First Studios. I did also add a little cluster to the bottom right side of the layout, but that will also be changed around just a bit towards the end of the video. So now I'm just adding some die cuts, and this is from a Paige Evans collection. And you can see the part that will be tucked under the photo. I go ahead and cut that off, and I will use that other half on another part of my layout. Now coming up, you'll see I use a die cut that I would not normally use on my layout. It's a clothespin, and I'm not sure where I will ever really have the chance to use it as it was meant to be. But I did like the color and how it fit in with my layout. So you'll see I'll cut it in half, and I'll just add it tucked under my photos just as a layering piece. And that's just an idea on what you can do with any die cuts or stickers that you won't normally use. If it fits in as far as the color goes with your layout, go ahead and just tuck them under your photos as layering pieces. So now I'm just moving things around on that bottom cluster and just rearranging until I'm pleased with how it looks. And I will have some close-up photos towards the end of this video. Now, if you enjoyed this video today, please go ahead, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell so you'll be notified once new videos have been posted. And we will have another 5 multi-photo layouts for you guys next Monday, so be sure to come back and check that out. And I will go ahead and link the playlist below with previous videos in this series. And don't forget, go ahead, check out the other ladies and their layouts and see what they created. And until my next video, thanks for watching today. Bye.